Ignore that plane. It happens every time I speak somewhere. It says, "We want Dorothy." I am Mike Hill, and it is indeed my distinct honor and pleasure to be addressing you patriots who came out today. There's this strong wind that is blowing here today, and it's a strong wind that is blowing across our nation, that we as a people want to take our country back. We want the freedoms and liberties on which it was founded. These values, courage, character, and commitment, are the values that make America I love it. These values, courage, character, and commitment, are what makes our nation such a great place to live, work, and to worship. And those are the values that are going to get us through these tough times. They always have. They will again this time. And just like Mike McAllister, we need to have people in office. We need to have us together as a people here in Florida to have the courage to stand and face Washington, D.C. and say, no, Obamacare will not come to Florida. Thank God Governor Rick Scott was elected, that Attorney General Pam Bondi was elected, and they had the courage to stand up and say no to Obamacare. And we have Judge Roger Vincent over in Pensacola leading that charge. Thank God we have them right here in Florida. To have the courage to tell the EPA, no, you will not impose numeric nutrient criteria on our waters here in Florida, causing everyone's cost of water to nearly double, our property taxes to go up. We have to have the courage to tell them no. To say no, as Lieutenant Colonel Carmen Reynolds mentioned earlier tonight, that we will not allow Sharia law to take a foothold in Florida. We must have the courage to stand up to that. We must have the courage to tell the NOAA that our fishermen will fish in those waters. Who will stand up and have the courage to do it? Too many right now will back down when those bureaucrats come and bring their rules and regulations on us, and no one will stand up. We need courage. One of the values that are fundamental to our country. To be committed to those irrefutable, uncontestable values of limited government, low taxes, personal freedom, and individual responsibility. Wherever it has been allowed to be used, anywhere on the planet, that country thrives. And it has caused us to thrive, but now we see there are those who want to take it away from us. The tyranny of government. And then there is the character. We so desperately need those who have character, our leaders, who hold true to those traditional moral values that built this country, the foundation that made it so great. I had the distinct honor of being nominated by President Gerald R. Ford to attend the Air Force Academy. I went in 1976, graduated in 1980. While I was there, upon graduation, I said an oath. And when I repeat this oath, all you military veterans out there will recognize it. It was an oath to this Constitution. I said, I solemnly swear to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And I took that oath without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. I said that oath upon graduation, being commissioned a second lieutenant, United States Air Force, and each time that I was promoted, I repeated that oath. And the many promotion ceremonies that I attended, both enlisted and officers, again, you heard that oath repeated. And all of you will recognize nowhere in that oath is the word until. In other words, I am still bound by that oath to protect and defend our Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And make no mistake, This document is under attack right now. We need patriots like you to stand up, to speak out, make sure that we will not allow this ravaging of our country, of our values, of our sacred altar. You must stand up just like those patriots did in the very beginning. We have work to do. We cannot sit back and let this happen to our country, but it will unless you get involved. And to that end, we have decided over in our part of the Panhandle, Escambia, Santa Rosa County, that we have formed the Northwest Florida Tea Party. Now, that Tea Party is not to be in any conflict or competition with any other Tea Party. Instead, it is to be a complement. And if you will just indulge me here, I want to very quickly read to you what our platform is. The Northwest Florida Tea Party is made up of mighty men and women of valor, led by the Spirit of truth, courageously declaring righteousness. That is our mission statement. Our purpose is to reduce government control of citizens' lives and return the power to we the people as declared in the U.S. and Florida Constitutions. Our mission is to increase citizens' awareness of their constitutional rights. Whenever government abuse of those rights becomes evident, we take peaceful action to remove that abuse. Our goals are to repeal unjust and overreaching laws, be a watchdog of elected officials and judges, to reduce our property taxes, take positions on public property policy, be a source of information, and help elect conservatives. Notice I didn't say Republicans, independents, libertarians, or Democrats. Conservatives must be elected. Our membership is open to all who love our country, who honor the Constitution, who hold traditional moral values, are fiscally conservative, and believe in service before self. Our leadership is not defined. It's determined by those who are committed and willing to accept responsibility. We're going to be holding our first rally May 16th. It's going to be on the campus of University of West Florida. Our main speaker is going to be Lieutenant Governor Jennifer Carroll, and some of the speakers that are here tonight will also be addressing us again that evening. With that, patriots, I want to say thank you for coming out. Thank you for expressing your desire to take this country back. God bless you, and God bless America, land that I love.